And we are ready to get things underway. Karl Towns in fantastic shape and on a mission to try to make this season be meaningful for the Timberwolves.
He's a player that I competed against a lot in the NBA as Anthony Edwards again.
Takes it away from Ingram. Edwards coast to coast with the flush.
With his hands and with his body and making the reads. He wasn't gambling.
Najee Marshall with the putback. Well, and I love what he said to you about it.
Which part?
About the football background?
Oh, that's exactly right. Yeah, he said, oh, my good Karl Anthony Towns, making it happen in transition.
And one for Cat.
Loose balls that are just right there to be had. Just staying on the perimeter is not an option. You got to rebound all five.
Oh, what a find!
Yeah, good cut by Ant that time down the baseline. Yeah, I thought he was the right coach at the right time as well. David Griffin thought different. Brought in Stan Van Gundy.
D'Lo on the baseline. Prince drives. Devontae Graham gets a hand on it, but Josh Okogie comes up with it. Cat picks up the loose change. They had developed quite a bond. Off the turnover, Najee Marshall takes it the distance. Assuming he's on their opening day roster, Wolves come up with the basketball again. They have really done a great job coming up with turnovers, and D'Lo that time able to turn it into the first three of the game for either team.
Malik Beasley would have blown that number out of the water had he been able to be healthy and be available for Minnesota night in and night out. Alexander Walker there with a beautiful take.
Alexander Walker high off the glass, and a chance for the bonus opportunity.
Us to use to be able to explain the unusual launch angles that Luka Doncic and Chris Paul and all these great offensive players use. James Harden that used to get to the free throw line. Gifted as these guys are now, they're so smart and they're so good at understanding the rules and bending them to their will on the offensive end.
Right, but at the same time, as Prince hits it as the shot clock expires.
And he's also a pretty good spot-up shooter. So it's not just defense.
Jackson Hayes flies in for the putback dunk.
They've got high hopes for Jackson Hayes this year.
Russell, quick find inside for Beasley, who's able to finish at the rim. Beasley, no. The other way, the three falls for Trey Murphy.
Before transferring to Virginia and then left after 1 year at Virginia, Dave. And watching him play at Virginia and then watching him in the summer league, he's not afraid. Karl Anthony Towns isn't afraid either.
Certainly is not. Cat his first three tonight. Beasley, the feed inside for McLaughlin.
J-Mac just has that knack of making inside shots against tall timber, doesn't it?
McLaughlin comes up with the rebounds. Russell able to drill the triple.
How about that shot?
D'Lo was limited to 42 games last year, but Jimmy did shoot a career high from three-point range at 38.7%.
Heat check. Why not?
And it is still flowing for D'Angelo Russell.
Not cool.
Not cool at all. Off the turnover, the Timberwolves, a couple more points for D'Lo. A little bit too strong. Lewis Jr. going to challenge McDaniels, and Ant there to swat it away. Graham trying to feed it to Ingram. The Timberwolves force another turnover. Beverly calls his own number and drills the triple.
And you know what, Dave? That's contagious.
Towns the drive and one. With us for another season this year. Towns! Oh, take that, Jackson Hayes! Beasley gets into the paint. Comes up with the basketball, and at the buzzer, of course it goes in because it's been that kind of half for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And Jackson Hayes can certainly do that. That created that basket from here. Temple is not. Hammers that one home. As I said, Dave, inside 4 feet. Field goal percentage, top 10 amongst bigs.
Yeah, he was 25th overall in the league last year for field goal percentage, was Naz Reid. Ingram hangs and finishes. Brandon Ingram now into double digits with 10. He becomes the first Pelican player to reach double digits tonight. Edwards finds the open Josh Okogie, and Okogie drills it.
Man, he's confident. He's a different looking shooter now.
Hayes comes down with the rebound. He said his phone after that game was absolutely blowing up, and all he felt like was we won an exhibition game. But it meant much more than that to the people in Nigeria. By the way, Jaden McDaniels, happy belated birthday. He turned 21 years old last week. Timberwolves come up with another turnover. Edwards has Marshall the beat and kisses it off the glass and in.
Joseph Blair was supposed to be the coach and left to go to Washington right before Summer League started. Jeff Newton, the Timberwolves G League coach, took over as Nas. It's another inside hoop to go down, as there were out there, but he just was fantastic, and you could tell the work he put in.
Yeah, and he raved about the experience of having a chance to be a part of Summer League. It was something all those rookies missed out on last season with no Summer League. Ingram drills the three.
Martha Stewart.
She's on the fan all the
She's
time.
on the fan, yep.
Shot clock winding down out of the corner, and that three finds the twine for Alexander Walker.
A Swiss Army knife.
Beverly, no. Hayes has it taken away from behind by Vanderbilt. Prince the feed and Nas the finish.
And, you know, Ryan Saunders and development that he did in his staff, and now Chris Finch. But Vando and Josh Okogie and Nas Reed and, you know, the KG years were obviously, you know, when Latrell Sprewell and Sam Cassell was here, and that team was pretty special, the 03-04 season. Very few players as talented as Jimmy Butler on their roster, but that wasn't sustainable.
Prince with the shot clock winding down. Oh, he's able to cash it in. Timberwolves, aside from a brief stint early in this game when the reserves first came on, they have had a stranglehold on this game. Unbelievable mindset on defense. Alexander Walker able to get it to roll in. 27th in the league in made threes, 26th in three-point percentage.
Wow. That's what you call punishing and finishing right there by Nas Reed. How about the shot motion on that, the way he was able to elevate.
Vanderbilt went up high, unable to get it. You'd love to see Malik get on track here.
Jackson Hayes went down really tough. He looks like he's kind of banged up a little bit.
He's still down. Pelicans get a quick bucket on the other end.
Yes, correct.
Okogie.
Wow, how about that finish? Nathan Knight's getting ready to come into the game, so 14.
You know what? I'm excited to see Nathan Knight play.
Too.
He has been really impressive
good in camp. He's been good in camp.
Chance for a three-point play here for Alexander Walker.
And one of the things that I saw was he was always in the right place at the right time. And
Nathan Knight! He's the other two-way guy for the Wolves alongside Nathan Knight. Knight working the offensive glass. Score may not end up being reflective of just how dominant the Timberwolves were. Oh, Bolmero tonight! Leo!
And there have been a bunch.
Knight showing off the feed. Really bounce pass for Layman. And Willie Green telling his guys to keep playing.
Can you get a stop?
You cannot. It's just a two-point game. They get it in. They do not foul. Right with a block instead. And the Minneapolis native closes it out with the rejection.
I love it.